Namaste guys, Ashish here from Namastetech, and in this video we are going to take a look at LeCo 2 and we are going to talk about tips and tricks how you can personalize the phone according to your needs. So there are some settings that you should know and I'm sure you're going to love it. So first start with the basic thing. Now if you drag down the notification center, you will see there is no access to control center here. So how do you actually access it? So what the skin has done on this phone is it appears when you press on the control button over here, and it gives you access to all your memory management. All these apps are running and all your quick action settings, and the controls here, like if you want to launch camera, calculator, all these are available right here. So some of the new users might get puzzled, so here it is. And you can also tap on this to clear all the running apps. Of course you can lock down by dragging it like this, so the lock appears, and that's how basically it works. Second tip is about customizing this control center. So if you want to change all this, how do you do? So if you swipe on the left, you will see this option at the end called as sort, and if you tap on this, you can then drag and drop and arrange it everything according to your need. Now the third tip is about adaptive brightness. So this is something not enabled by default and you need to enable it by going to your control center and tap on this. Otherwise it is set to default on medium bar, and that's how it works. Now I'll tell you something about the experience in broad daylight, that the adaptive brightness doesn't work really that well as it should have been. So it's a drawback because the amount of brightness that is required in daylight doesn't work really well. But even if you want to do it, you can enable it from the control center. The fourth tip is about making your display look vivid. I'm going to go to the settings part. So go to settings and then go to display. And here you can see you have some color mode available. So tap on the color mode. The LeCo is the default one, which is less bright. I'll say choose vivid because it really makes the color look awesome and the overall profile increases. You have got natural, which makes it look little warmer, and then you have soft, which softens down everything. So I'll say select vivid for the best experience. Now since we are here at display part, we'll take a look how to increase the font size. So tap on the font size and then select large. Now what it does is it scales it on the overall part of the phone, not just part of the system. So it helps. So if you want really big fonts, you can select. So you have only three options here, nothing more than that. So you have small, normal and large. So at least large should help for people who actually want to have bigger display. Now, if you have some of the apps which needs more priority when it comes to notification, or some of the apps which actually don't need to be there, then you need to configure it using the notification management. You can come down here and you will see this beautiful interface done, very brilliantly done, very simple interface, where you can mark some of them as important. So if messages are important, you can mark it as important notice, or you can turn it off completely if you want. You can also go and further customize from perspective of icon, display banner, display notification and lock screen, and so on. This will help you actually even to create a privacy. So if you don't want your WhatsApp messages to appear on the lock screen, you can go and turn it off. The phone comes with Dolby Atmos support and you actually need to go and enable it. This is surprising because this is one of the MSPs of the phone, and I'm not sure why LeEco has turned it off by default. So what you can do is go to sound and vibration and then come down at the button, and then you will see Dolby Atmos support here. So it's basically turned off by default, but you can turn it on. And you can also use digital earphone option, where it says you need to insert the digital earphone and this function causes high power consumption after being enabled. So it will basically optimize your sound quality, make it even better, but it will come at a cost of battery. So make sure that if you actually want to have that kind of audio experiences, then you go and enable it, otherwise keep it down. Now the phone comes with a fingerprint sensor, and you can actually go and customize it to do some of the basic things. For example, you can go to fingerprint and password, and then you have option which says tap to capture photo. So it really helps while taking selfies. So you can have just tap on the fingerprint sensor and take a picture. This is really useful, and you should go and actually turn it on. Following this, there is a smart lock feature. Now if you actually go to smart lock and just see here, so what is basically smart lock is based on some of the trusted device, or when it's in your hand and you don't want it to get locked because you are not using it for some time and maybe talking to your friend. If you want the device to get unlocked when you are at a certain place, you can actually use this feature. Now there are fits and falls about this feature because it's possible that you might not want it to be unlocked because of your privacy, so make sure you use it very smartly. Now let's take a look at some of the battery tips which I'm going to talk about. So go to battery, and then if you see here, there are a couple of settings. Now the first thing that you should enable is the percentage, because it really helps. The bars don't really help, so a percentage will help you better. So you need to enable it manually. The second thing is about the line wake up. Now what it basically does is it effectively reduces times of phones wake up and save battery life. Now there is also called as clock alignment night mode, which optimally reduces time of phone wake ups during the night and save battery life. Exactly the thing which I was talking about. So you can have it enabled, and even if you have the on clock thing enabled, it will still work out. Now one of the basic things which we found missing in the phone was option where it vibrates when a call is ended or received. That gives a kind of feedback. So you need to go to settings and go to app settings and select call settings, and then you can actually go and enable it. So vibrate on answering and ending, this has to be enabled using this toggle button. So make sure to have it enabled. Now the last step is about personalization, which is wallpapers and themes. If you want to change it, go to settings, wallpapers and themes, and then you have some of the basic things available. So you have like gorgeous, and if I just tap on this, and if you go here, so you can see it has changed and it's more vivid and the icon looks more soft and vibrant kind of stuff is there. Now if you're looking for more themes apart from these three themes, you have option for online themes. You can go here. So what you can do is tap on any of them and it starts downloading depending on your speed, and go back here and select it. Once applied, you will see how it instantly changes the overall stuff. So guys, thanks for watching the video. These are some of the tips and tricks that you will definitely love about Leco 2. And if you have anything that you have gained from your personal experience, do share it with us in the comments section. Thanks for watching.